This I reckon is something that's probably the most important component when we start designing a system, which is a RAG-based chat application. I call it a veracity control center, but you might call it anything. But in essence, it's a subsystem that sits between the UX layer and the rest of the system, which its main objective is making sure the large language model doesn't go nuts. That's about it, right? Now, to think of it, how might a large language model deviate away from giving a right response? So in essence, it has an input and it has an output, right? The input might be the questions that are coming out from a user or from any other subsystem and so on and so forth. It might be someone asking it, can you tell me what are the 3 products for, let's say, a retail shop called X? It might be someone feeding it a log file. It might be someone uploading a different .exe file to it, and so on and so forth, right? So there are n number of different vectors that you might have to think of when a large language model is being fed input, and you should make sure that you cover for all the risk scenarios. The second, as I mentioned before, a large language model is a non-deterministic entity. So when it's throwing out an output or throwing out a response, we will all need to make sure that we don't allow the response directly without any tests or any checks to reach the end user, right? So these are 2 very simple way to think about this veracity control center that I have introduced in this architecture.